GPS satellites, unmanned drones, fucking laser sights. The more crutches you have, the more it hurts when they're kicked out from under you. If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that a 6-inch blade never loses reception.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Ninja here, bringing you guys today some more Rainbow Six Siege Operator Guide review, whatever we discuss and call these things. Pretty much going to tell you about these operators, my personal opinions, how to play with them, things along those lines. Excuse my voice, I'm going to sound a little hoarse. I'm unfortunately getting sick again. Hopefully it's just a sore throat and I don't wind up dying like I did last time. That would suck, but moving on. Today we'll be talking about one of the best operators that you probably want to be running at all times. Thatcher. Now I know. Now I was like, but Fuse, but like Thermite, but like Blitz. Yeah, sure, but you need a Thatcher. There's very, very strong characters in this game, and Thatcher is one that is often overlooked way too many times. Without a Thatcher, you can be at a strong disadvantage, and we'll talk about that when it comes to his EMP grenades, because that's his big gimmick. So, I call it gimmick, ability, I don't know why I call it gimmick, but bear with me. So, Thatcher is a medium class, which means he has 100 overall health, I think. I think it's 100 overall health. His primary weapons are the AR-25, I believe it's called. I don't, the actual name of the G, it looks like the G3A3, but I can't physically remember what it's called. It's called the AR something. And then he has the L85A2, and recently he was actually implemented with a shotgun because on his loadout he actually holds a shotgun, but he originally didn't have one, so now he has one. His only secondary is the Mark 25 pistol. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the badass Mac 10. Generic gadgets are stun grenades, breach charges, so pick your choice. It really depends on how you play. And his gimmick or ability is the EMP grenade. So, when playing with Thatcher and using his weapons, I personally enjoy the G3 the most, or the AR-25, I believe. Here on the wiki it says the K33, but I don't think it's named that anymore, and it probably needs to be updated. But, yeah, so his gun, I love that thing. I don't know why, it just feels great all around. I love Thatcher with a suppressor because it reminds me of, or it just feels proper. With a guy who disables electronics, cameras, things like that, you want him to hit quietly, and sure, his EMPs make a big noise, but you don't necessarily know where he's coming from, and we'll talk about that in a second here with his EMPs. But he's just overall a very strong, surprising character that can disable your safety blanket of defenses and walk right through you along with the team. So, how do you use his EMP grenades properly? Well, when speaking about them, what do they disable? Well, they disable the jammers, they disable cameras, they disable APS devices on the condition that you hit them through the wall, because they will destroy the EMP grenade. So if you kind of have an idea where one is, maybe throw it on an outside wall in like a corner or something, probably where they're being placed. If they're being placed inside and around secure area, the Jaeger's doing a smart job, because then the EMP grenades can't take it out so simply, and it can still act as a good APS. What else can pretty much anything electronic it takes out. Like I said, cameras, mute jammers. What else do the defenders have electronic? Oh, the bandit shock wire it can take out. Things along those lines. It is absolutely fantastic. Anything that is electronic goes away. Obviously, he's hard countered by Frost, Tachanka, quote unquote. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, Capcan goes down, Mute goes down, Jaeger goes down, Bandit goes down. He's very strong, especially when you place those EMP grenades outside of walls. It's a very strong counter to Mute, because if you have a Thermite that wants to go through a reinforced wall and it's being jammed, you can safely place an EMP there, and now it can be opened again, leaving that security blanket once again kind of torn for the enemy team. So, things you really don't want to be you don't really want to, I guess, overextend with Thatcher is, like I said, you want to keep quiet with them. You want to disable their security blankets, make a sense of panic. We know panic is a very strong variable within Rainbow Six Siege. It was happening to me today, actually. I was playing with some guy I knew, and dude, this guy was panicking more than like a little kid that stole a lollipop from the dollar store. Seriously, he was freaking out. He's like, oh my god, 20 seconds getting shot at. He was sprinting everywhere. Like, guys, you need, like, remaining calm in Rainbow Six Siege is important. And especially when that timer starts ticking down, I know that's when people start messing up the most. That's when Frost comes the most powerful because you run into traps, but that's a topic for another video. With Thatcher, you always want to remain cool, calm, and collected, because with his powerful stealth and the enemy's panic that he makes ensues because, oh my god, there goes this, there goes that, and you slowly whittle them down mentally, it slowly becomes a thing where it goes, oh shit, Thatcher kind of kills you silently from the side with all of a sudden a wall blows in, and everything you planned for comes crumbling down, and that's just the mental, I guess, game Thatcher can play, is that he not only destroys your gadgets, he destroys your mind. It's fantastic. I hope that makes sense for the most part. It's just whittling the enemy team's morale because they're like, okay, I've lost another layer of defense. I've lost another, and shit, here it comes. Things like that. Because if there was no gadgets on the enemy team, it's a free shot. It's a kill house. It's a pure kill house at that point, and there's nothing that anyone can do because it's Thatcher, and Thatcher has disabled anything, and now the fuses pretty much comes back to life. Everyone that is disabled by mutes jammers comes back to life. APS is down. Cameras are down. It's just a fantastic time. Now, for you guys that love Terrorist Hunt, it can also disable the suicide vest for the bombers in there. That was kind of just like a little side note at the end. But yeah, other than that, that's really it. Like, the AR-33, like I said, I love that assault rifle. The L85A2, it's also pretty good. All of his weapons are overall great. I think Thatcher's a very powerful character and is almost a necessity on every team. I'm going to be talking about in the video later on about almost the needed characters on, I guess we'll say Rainbow Six and how that plays out. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for next week. We're almost wrapping up our attackers. I know we got Twitch, Montana. I'll look through the playlist, but I know we've got those two to go through. I'm going to record Blitz after this, and then I'll look through the rest and see who else I got. But other than that, we're getting close to starting the defenders. I've already got footage, which is great. So yes, I'm the DJ Boost, and I will see you, Sexy Beast, in the next episode. Peace.